Cái gì cũng muốn cái được ắt đấy là gì cũng muốn lướt sư vậy cái tiền năng gạo na thi tên hú chế cứ ý lưng một xứ ở tên hú chế cũng cho của chấm mùng nhà cơ á bây giờ tao muốn chế bây mình cho cổ phân đỡ té hải giống bây giờ trai chấm mà làm bơ chú trâu cả.
The district in Nong Het is characterised by water scarcity. This has been one of the priority issues raised by communities since we began work in the district. Most of the water supplies is coming from the mountains, so through gravity-fed systems, through various springs located around villages. The problem with many of the springs is that during the dry season they don't yield any water, so households often have to go further and further away. This is particularly a burden for children. In the communities we work, children are generally responsible for collecting water. So during the dry season in Bam Pakar, for example, it could be up to a 45-minute or an hour walk to collect water in one way. Also in Pakar, many of the springs are located down very dangerous cliffs in areas that have not been cleared of UXOs, so again there's an additional risk there. What we've tried to do is provide water systems that can be stored in tanks in communities and that are also providing enough water for year-round use. More than 90% of households don't have access to a latrine. Because of the lack of latrines in villages, this is going to be a key focus. So we'll be engaging with community members to encourage them to build their own latrines and to provide them with the technical expertise to do that. Of course, to have well-functioning, clean latrines, we also need to have a safe and a constant water supply. So we'll also be putting engineers into communities to look at identifying with provincial and district partners potential water sources, how long they are going to last during the year, will there be enough water during the dry season, and will this be enough to support all of the latrines in the villages. One of the most important things about our work, particularly when we're talking in relation to infrastructure, is providing training and capacity building support. In terms of latrines and water provision, the government already has a very strong curriculum in place in terms of hand washing provision and this kind of activity, clean living. So it's important to support existing government curricula in this area. But in addition, with things like latrines, often people have never used a latrine before, so we've had to do a lot of awareness raising and training about how to use a latrine safely, how to keep yourself clean, and also how to keep the environment clean.